Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you about what to do when you're in the state of the wish fulfilled. So also what to do when your manifestations are about to come in and you can feel it. It might be discouraging. You might be like, I know that, these things will be mine, but how come there's nothing happening in my 3D reality? What's going on? I'm not seeing any of the changes. And sometimes that can be kind of triggering. Now, if it's very triggering, there's probably still a little bit more alignment to come into. But if it's just kind of making you question things and you're just like, what's going on? It feels like I have it, so where is it? That's what we're going to talk about today. So it can be frustrating, right? Like, you have come into this inner knowing, you know that the thing is yours, and then it can be a little intimidating because you might feel, or just confusing, maybe intimidating is not the word you use to describe it, but you might feel like you don't even want the thing anymore, whatever it is. And you're like, that's weird. Like, what does this mean? Now, you can go look up videos and look up information on what Neville Goddard refers to as the Sabbath state, which is when you come into alignment with the desired reality. Of course, that desire, that want, that need, that feeling that you're going after something goes away because you are in alignment with it, right? So you're naturally not going to have the same level of desire. And that's not to say that you're not going to dream about it, daydream, wish for it a little bit, but what do you do? Because maybe you don't really feel like you need to keep affirming for this thing. And, is that kind of like taking your foot off the gas completely? Is everything going to backtrack or backslide? Like, what do I do in this state? This is where trusting yourself and getting in tune with yourself is so important. What you're going to do in this state is exactly what you feel you should. You are going to listen to all of your emotions and all of your intuition and work around what's coming up for you, because the focus should be completely on yourself when you're in this state. You should be confident, comfortable, grounded, centered in the knowing that this is yours and this is your reality. This is your new self. So, of course, I feel doubts too. And I'm like, because sometimes for me, when it is something that maybe my confidence isn't 100% there yet, if I stop affirming, it is kind of like taking your foot off the gas. I do kind of roll back down the hill and everything starts to fall away a little bit until you change like a very deep-rooted core belief. So affirmations are important, but again, it's all about what feels natural to you. You should never force anything. What I like to do when I come into this state, this is what I do. I focus on self-concept affirmations. So I don't affirm for the external thing, for the person to feel a certain way, for people to act a certain way towards me, for my business to perform in a certain way, for the item to come in, for the deal to come in, whatever it is. I don't affirm for that. I affirm for what it means for me. So if I want to be in my dream job, I affirm for myself in positive ways, like how amazing is it? How wonderful is it that I'm in my dream job? And you can say it, you can make it general, you can open things up. You don't have to target whatever that one thing was. You can open it up to the generalness of having your dream job. If it's a specific person, maybe you don't even need it to be that specific person anymore. And I personally believe that is the best state to be in. Doesn't mean you can't have that person, but you know that you are worthy of what you desire, no matter who, how, or what. It will be yours. So that's why I like opening things up and then focusing back on me, that people show up the way that I desire for them to be, that they value me, see me, respect me, pursue me, shower me with love and affection. These are all affirmations that you can focus on for yourself, that you are chosen, that you are worthy, that you're valued, that you're loved and adored, these sorts of things. And then I'd say like maybe a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night, throw in a couple, maybe a few affirmations about the specific thing. If you even still want the specific thing, again, make it general. You could say, oh, I want this job or something better. I want that car or something better, equal to or better. I want this person or someone like them or better than them. So focus on the self-concept, because that is where your power lies, right? Is in your self-concept. All these little things are just little reflections of your self-concept. So when I come into this state, I focus completely on my self-concept. I just work on that. And then here and there, I kind of sprinkle little bits of attention on those things, because it can get, it's weird waiting for the 3D to catch up for whatever reason. It takes time to render. And I know some people say like, oh my gosh, it came in just like that for me. But we really don't know how long that person was working on their manifestation. And we don't know what their limiting beliefs and their internal self-concept looks like and compares to ours. We don't know this. So it can be frustrating to feel like some people manifest money in hours and it takes you months. That's frustrating, right? It's confusing. Like, oh, well, am I doing something wrong? No. We just all have our different, like I'm seeing like a wave almost, like a graph kind of thing. We're just different. We just have our different strengths, weaknesses, and our belief system is different than other people. And the conscious process of manifestation isn't a simple, straightforward thing in terms of someone saying that, oh, I got my manifestation within 2 days, but that was when they consciously tried to manifest it. So we don't know how long they were unconsciously manifesting it, right? So many factors floating around, and I personally struggle with the concept of how long is it going to take, because it can come from a lack mindset or a fear mindset that if I don't know that I should wait only 3 weeks, like, and then I should move on, like it almost feels like that maybe I'm missing out, or maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, or maybe, I just start doubting myself or questioning myself. I don't really do this anymore, but it's something I'm working on overcoming. It's something I have to actively practice to not think that way. But I can understand the feeling, because this comes from a need to control things. If I'm trying to manifest back a specific person, or I'm trying to manifest in a change in my career, I kind of want to know what the timeline looks like so I can know when I failed. Check that out. Timelines help me know when to feel like I should give up. Oof. Let's let that one sink in for a second. I'm just going to leave that where it was, let you guys marinate on that idea. But that is to say, it is hard to release expectation and timing. But if you're feeling like, I really want this dream relationship, I really want to be in this new living situation or making this money, my current 3D circumstances are so uncomfortable. Maybe you are not living in the new version of you as much as you think you are. Maybe you're not in the alignment that you need to be, because no matter what our current 3D circumstances are, we should fully feel that we are in our desired reality, in what we are trying to manifest, or what we are manifesting. So if we're still experiencing a significant level of discomfort, I would take that as a good sign that you're just not fully in alignment yet. So don't worry, you're on your way. You've felt the change. You've gotten more comfortable than you were at the beginning of this process, right? It's just a matter of time. And I know it's difficult when it comes to things like that feel so intangible, like an internal state, because you might not see change, and then it can happen gradually and you're just not noticing it. I am one of those people, but I firmly believe that change doesn't happen until it just does. That's the way it feels sometimes, right? And if you keep practicing and you are really faithful and loyal to yourself and you trust yourself, it will happen. It will happen. Think of all the little birds before land that you've been seeing. Think of all the little ways in the past experiences you have, your track record of how you've consciously manifested things undesirable is important to include as well, because that is still something you manifested. And just have faith with yourself. Keep your routine. Don't force anything. And if it feels like you're just not affirming as much anymore, maybe just focus back, put more energy back into your self-concept, and see what other areas of your life could use a little bit of love. But definitely don't force anything. If your ratio of self-concept to, your specific person or your job or whatever changes, that's okay. You cannot go wrong by just focusing on yourself. Do you hear that? You cannot go wrong by just focusing on yourself, because that is the only thing to change. So if you go complete self-concept and you just forget about all the external factors that you're trying to manifest in, you are in the perfect state as long as it feels natural for you. I'm going to wrap this up here, keep this one a little bit shorter. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Did this one make sense? I think it did. I know I ask that in like every video, but I feel pretty confident in this one. I feel like I didn't go off on too many tangents. And I am excited to announce that I have new session reading options available. So if you go down to my website or you go to my Instagram, which is linked through my website, but it is Gold Order 8, the color gold or the metal gold. Order like something you would on Amazon, and then the number 8 on Instagram. You can see options for single card and triple card readings that are at a lower price point. And if you just want something quick, this is perfect for you. Go ahead and DM me on there. If you don't have Instagram, shoot me an email through my website. Again, the link is below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you want to hear me talk more about? I know a couple of my last videos were like pretty deep dive videos, and so I'm working on lightening things up a little bit, making some more fun, shorter, less intense ones to keep things easy and effortless. But it is fun to kind of go back and forth between both. Anyway, rambling at the end again. Love you guys so much. Thank you. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.